Hi everybody, it's Amy at Crafty Cat, and I'm here to work on our journal. Oh, before I forget, our next color, and I don't have everything yet, is going to be orange. So get your orange stuff together for the color challenge on Monday. All right, I remembered because yesterday I knew I was going to do orange and I totally spaced it. So anyhow, we are going to work on this again today, and I did a couple of things. What did I do? I did another one of these side pockets and then just a little tag to go in there. And then this page, I took one of the flaps, folded it down like this, and then glued it, you know, like that onto the back page. And I glued down the center so it just makes two little pockets to put these tags in that are in the digital kit. And this is my Easter Bonnet digital kit. That's where the ladies come from. I had somebody asking about that, so try to remember all the details here. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Sun is shining and the birds are singing, so that is a good thing. And I guess I heard this morning that they're talking about using a malaria treatment on this coronavirus, and they've had some good results so far, so hopefully let's all keep our fingers crossed that we can be done with this nonsense and get back to life. I mean, you know, my life hasn't changed a whole lot other than, of course, as I've talked about, the grocery store, but you know, what are you going to do? So anyways, and I printed out a piece of this. I was able to get one page printed. The other page I did had lines running through it. So yeah, I'm still not having luck with my printer. I haven't been able to figure it out. I don't know what the deal is. I can get one or two and then it just, and like I said, I've messed with it, so I'm not going to harp on that anymore, but that's the status anyway. Because I do have someone who's waiting for me to print out the digi, but I just can't while I'm, you know, I want to be able to finish this journal, and I'm not going to be able to finish it if I can't have enough pages of paper to finish it. So unfortunately, I cannot print those at the moment. And I don't know when that's going to change because I'm just not having luck. Yeah, my husband thought maybe if I printed, you know, went down and used his computer and printed them, because that's where the printer's actually at. And that hasn't solved it either, so I just don't know. I don't know what to do to it. And I can't, you know, I'm not going to go take it somewhere right now with all this craziness going on. Trying to just stay out of the fray. So yeah, I hope you guys are having, oh my gosh, rulers falling everywhere. I had them sitting on top of that book and didn't even grab them. I hope you guys are doing good. This book has pictures in it, so I'm just going to use them to glue on, and then I'll probably end up tossing them. I don't know. I guess you could collage on them because they're kind of that glossy stuff, so probably wouldn't use them for anything else. But this is what this book was intended for, so, and I did use the cover for that last journal. So this is coming along okay. I've had time to work on it. Thank you to everyone for your response on the color challenge. That is, I think, a fun thing to do. Sorry, this is not as straight as I would like it to be. Try to line it up here first. It's just kind of tricky because the pages are all, you know, kind of filling up, and they're kind of not exactly what you'd call flat for gluing onto. And I probably could have just done a partial page on here. I didn't have to cover this completely, but that's sort of the easiest way to get the right size on that. And this lace is out of my old Love Notes Digi. And then this is just a book cover that I found on New York Public Library that I think I'm going to use. I'm just going to fold the sides over the sides there. It's just easier than trying to figure out how to cut that. So yeah, this one all I did is fold down each corner. I mean, I'm sure you can see that. And then I glued those flaps down so that they're not. So there's all kinds of ways that you can fold the pages, as you can see. Just, you know, as you're going along, just kind of play with it. And they don't all have to be different either. You can do like just the top loading and side loading if you want to do it that way. I did have to run to Walgreens today. That's like CVS or what, you know, if you don't have one in your area. So just, it wasn't too bad at all. Things seem to be getting a little more back to normal. I mean, there's no toilet paper, but that's nothing new. But I was able to get the stuff I needed, so. Except I did want to get some ice cream because we never got to have my father-in-law's like birthday celebration last week because of the chaos. And so we were going to do it this weekend. Not that it's a lot better, but we just decided we're just going to do it. And I wanted to, he likes root beer floats, and so, but can't get ice cream, so. Well, not vanilla anyway. There was chocolate, but that doesn't really help with a root beer float. So, bummer days. No root beer floats for us. I put glue on there. You probably can't see because I'm down at the bottom of my, I can kind of see screen area here. Use my old junky towel that I wash. I don't want that to stick, so I'm not going to quite put that down. So maybe I'll just let that dry and we'll glue it down in a minute, and we can work on some like tags to go in there. And I need to figure out how long I want them. These I think I will tear, so I'm going to go to like here. I'm just going to tear a tiny bit off the bottom. Just like that torn edge look on those. This one, go a little higher again. So yeah, feeling a little better today, not so crazy anxious. I just hate it when I get like that. And it wasn't even like really, you know, anything in particular. It was just getting to me, I guess. Like, I'm not worried about getting the virus as much as just the way people are acting is kind of rubbing off on me or something. I do have that dilemma. Take on everybody's drama or whatever you would want to call it. I think this will look okay with that. cute. So I'll just collage these. So this isn't a new thing, but you know, it's kind of fun just to hang out and collage. I did get something from our doctor's office that I was thinking about covering, you know, collaging over, because they sent, it's like they really want you to know where to go and what to do. They sent everybody in my family one. So we got 4, and then for some reason an extra one, so we got 5. It's like, I don't think we need all of those to know phone numbers and things like that. But I know they're just trying to cover their bases and make sure everybody has the information. That may have been a little excessive. What do I want to put with that? This is that other pink lace. That looked good. This comes out of that paper pad from Joann's. And it's the heirloom one. So yeah, if you make YouTube videos and you do the color challenge, let me know and I'll put your video in a playlist. I know Taddy Treasures, I think, she has said that she is going to do it. So go check on that and see. And I've had a few people too that don't have videos who've said they're going to do it, so that's awesome too. You don't have to do videos to do it, just saying if you do, I'll link you to it. Ah, fingers are all sticky. So yeah, I thought it would be good to keep going with the whole sort of Irish theme and do orange, green, and orange, and then maybe white, I don't know. I mean, it doesn't really matter which colors we do, but I thought that would be, seemed logical at the moment. Trying to see which one of these. Could put a doily on there. Gotta find all my little Easter-y things from Rachel. This is so cute, because I could trim off some of that grass over there. That wouldn't be horrible. What else do I have? I've used that one. Oh, that little bird's so cute. I just used that one yesterday. I haven't used this one, I don't think. I don't want to cover the design. Something like that might work. So the blue doily. The basket down at the bottom. I think, is it a basket or I'm not sure, but anyway, we could put that down there. Yeah, I think I'll do that. That'll be cute. And this is one of Rachel Roxy Creations doilies. And her Fussy Cut Easter Kit 2. Whoa, slinging the bunny. All right, the birdie. And I just printed these on copy paper, just regular old white copy paper, because I knew that I was going to be doing collaging and stuff, so I didn't need them to be really thick or anything. So as you can see, they print just fine. So you don't have to buy like super expensive paper. I mean, you know, if you do get presentation paper and those kind of things, stuff does print out a little more vividly. But I mean, you can see that this isn't bad at all for just copy paper. Not bad at all. It's okay, Hayden, you don't have to be silent. Daughter's cleaning up her room and stuff. She's trying to be super quiet. She's a good kid. She's feeling pretty good. She still got the cough, but you know, that's the way those are for a while. I got glue strings everywhere. Alright, and then I'll stitch around that, but let's do the back. Get something on the back there. Not that. Piece of this, maybe. Let's tear off this the rest of the way. So yeah, I hope you guys are all staying healthy and staying in, and probably the best choice. And there's another journaling card or a pocket. It's, I don't want to glue that, I want to glue this. So orange is going to be a hard color for me because I was looking through my stuff and I really don't have a whole lot of anything orange. It's not a color that I use very often, but that was the whole point of this, was to try to, you know, think outside the box or use a color that you don't normally use. So we'll see what we can come up with. That's why I wanted to tell you guys yesterday, so you'd have plenty of time to, like, you know, scrape up some things. Most colors won't be that big of a deal, but that one's kind of rough. Okay, so that one's good. We'll do another one. What should we put on here? How about some of this green, because I kind of want to keep sort of the color theme going, just because, you know, they're going to be side by side type things. Don't really need all of that. Alright, what else? What else? What else? I have this hyacinth from my collage page. That's going to take up the whole thing. Let's see. I could just do a little something over there. It doesn't have to be, you know, that other piece. Now let's just do that. Okay. So I was looking on Pinterest for, which is a good resource, especially when you're doing journals for yourself. Like a lot of these pieces I'll probably be giving away with, you know, things that people purchase or whatever from my shop. I like to oftentimes include a tag or a, you know, something. And so you can go to Pinterest a lot of times and find vintage images, and some of them are public domain, but a lot of them, you know, from the 50s and 60s and all that, those aren't going to be, has to be before 1924 to be in the public domain. So, but if you're not selling them, then you can just, you know, use them for yourself, for your own journals. Easy for me to say. Let's back this with something. I'll use this manila paper. One over here that's already torn or cut or whatever. This stuff's great because it feels just like old book pages and it inks up really well. I'll probably put something on there with the hyacinth. I'll try to find something that'll look right. Starting to get hungry. It's not even that close to lunchtime. I don't know what my deal is. Well, I grabbed a granola bar and left this morning so that I could get stuff done before there were too many people out. Okay, a little something down there. Just use a piece of this. People are still out buying houses here though. Yesterday we've got 2 houses across the street from us that are for sale. And people looking at them, and an inspection in one, and it's always funny, the stuff that, you have like Armageddon at the grocery store, and then people are just calmly looking at houses. I just find it a little comical. I don't know about those. Let's see what I haven't used. Yeah, that would be good, because that sort of works. Probably would be better if I cut that inside out, but I won't torture you guys with that. Yeah, our housing market is just going berserk here. I'm like, I don't know where they think all these kids are going to go to school, and our roads and everything just are not set up for that. Like, this little city was not set up well for that. I mean, I just don't know. It's crazy. I know I've talked about it before, but it's crazy. Keep buying up farmland and building on it. Have plenty of houses, no food, but who's counting, right? Nobody seems to be worried about that part. Okay, there's that one and the other one. So for now, we will just ink this, and then we'll stitch around it later. And let's see how our pocket is doing. It should be fine now. I just didn't want it to stick down where I put that glue. Too much glue. Okay, so on this one we're just gluing up this side, and down the middle. Help if I could ever glue in a straight line, right? And remember, I sometimes forget, try to either even up your pages this way or do it by closing the book. You just want to make sure that they meet right, so that you don't have weird, uneven pages. Just kind of hanging over just a little bit right here. Oopsie. These will go in there. Kind of like the other page, but just a little bit different. And then I noticed these need to be fixed a little. So Sometimes I don't hit the edges all the way when I'm gluing them. I'm going to take those out for now. Don't want it to be tugging on that part that we just glued. So there's that. And I'm going to do just a light inking around the edges. I'm not really inking these a ton. I just want them a little bit. Okay. So now what I was thinking is that thing from the doctor's office that we got a slew of, I was thinking these would be cool to cover. It just is a flippy thing, but like this, and then you could have this as a belly band. So I'm thinking that's what I'm going to do there. So let's get this covered first, and I'm thinking I'm going to need to cover it with something very lightweight. Sorry about that. This is super thin, and it's kind of a waste, but I think if I try to just cover it with the paper itself, it will it'll get too thick, sorry. Or you'll be able to see because it's such bright colors, you'll be able to see the writing and the orange and the blue and all of that, and I don't want to see all that. So let's see how long we need this first. Oh my gosh, just knocked a pair of glasses down. Okay, it's just barely over 8.5. And I don't really care what part or whatever, I just want to get it covered so that it's not so bright, like I said. I'm just going to do a piece as long as this for now. So let's see what size this is, this will be easier. So like 4. Try to do a couple of those, and that should cover it enough, because the back is going to be up against the page, you know, it'll be glued down, so that doesn't need to be covered at all. We'll get those glued on first, and then we can like do a little collaging or something to it. Oh, this one's shorter. Duh. I'll just cut it off. I mean, it was very nice of them to send us information, but that was a little excessive. For each of us to get one and an extra. But now I have a cool little flip. Oopsie. Oh, I'm going to need that one for the inside too, huh? Duh. I'll just fold this over and then I'll cut another one. Let me get that other one on. It's getting all sticky. This paper is so thin, my goodness. Just trying to get it even here. And I thought on the inside we could mostly have like paper to write on, you know. Just decorate decorate the outside. Okay, so we just need this piece right here. So that is almost 4.5. Four. I went through one glue stick already doing this journal. It's kind of crazy. That is the one thing. If you are doing an altered book, you will need a lot of glue. So, because you're gluing all those pages down. Okay, so that's good. At least that obnoxious colored part is covered up so that we can just kind of collage on it and stuff and add some manila paper to the inside. Alright, so what do I want to do? Let's do the manila paper first so I can think for a minute here. And I think since I have that on there, I might just go ahead and tear so that I've got kind of that cool edge. So I need, let's take this far. Take a little bit off the top. So always look at your junk mail like in a different way. Like just think, if I covered this, and this piece was really nice because some of the pieces are super thick already, and then when you add more paper they just get, you know, kind of crazy thick. But this one wasn't too thick to begin with, so it's kind of a perfect one for doing this kind of thing with, because it's not going to add a lot of bulk to the journal. But yeah, just always, you know, even if you're only using like one piece in a journal or something, it's not like you have to do the whole thing full of thick, bulky paper. I mean, you definitely can do a whole journal. I mean, that's what Gail Agostinelli's doing right now. She's doing an all junk journal, which is really cool. So, but even if you're not doing that, it's at least you're using it and not throwing it away. I mean, a lot of them I have tossed, especially recently, because I'm getting stuff from colleges for both of my kids now. And so it's just crazy the amount of those like flyers and things, and a lot of them are really thick because they're that like glossy picture type thick stuff. So they're a little bit harder to cover because once they're covered they're just like crazy thick. So this will be a great little writing spot. Didn't ink around any of that, did I? But yeah, this one's about the weight of one of those lightweight manila file folders, so it's not bad at all. Okay. So then this up here, I don't know what I want to do. Oh, I know what I'll do. Just for something different. I don't want both to be the same. Got this. And that's one of these. I've said it a few times, but that's all it is that you get at the store. They're just a nice, like vanilla color. Let's do it there. It's a lot easier to cut on a stable surface, right? I guess I could have torn it, but it's fine. Just cut it. And then we need to figure out how long. Actually, I think I'll tear the bottom. So there's at least some torn spot. This one has the little perforated tear part right there. I like to ink that too. Just adds to it. Be a good belly band and a good spot to write. Glue everywhere. I still end up getting ink down there. I always have to get ink somewhere where it's not meant to be. It's like the rule. Okay, so that's good. So let's do the inside, or sorry, the outside. Just did the inside. She would be pretty there with the blue background. So I'm going to do a little extra again. Maybe if I can get it to tear. Her hat barely gonna fit. I love those hats. Her Easter bonnet, right? I mean, who knows if that one was for Easter, but you know, we're going with that. Let's see. Yeah, it's barely gonna be able to not cut off those feathers. It's pretty good though. And I didn't really add any paper here to the where the fold is, so it's not having trouble folding at all, which is nice. I just inked it a little. Fingers are getting way sticky. Okay, I think it'll be fun to put like a butterfly with her. I have the one on the circle, but glue on there. Let's see. I only have giant ones cut out now. I used a lot of them, so I have to keep cutting them out. Just cut one of mine out real quick. See, you can see the lines going through those too, so I'm not going to be able to use those. This one's alright. Stab myself with the scissors. Pasha. You hear Pasha, Aiden? Darren's even down there. And he's still doing that. He's been acting goofy this morning, I think because it's all sunny and nice out. He's been outside, but he just gets acting squirrely. He wants to play and jabber. Which is understandable when it's all nice and the birds are singing. I heard last night, this made me think of, I wake up and I hear this squeak, squeak, almost like tennis shoes on hardwood floors, you know, like basketball or something like that. And so I thought my husband was like laying next to me in bed watching, I don't know, basketball or something. So I sit up and I look at him. He's sound asleep. He doesn't have anything on or anything. So I'm like, what in the world is that? Because it sounds just like basketball. And so I come out into the front room and my female cat is running on one of the downstairs windows that are really like low. She can sit on the floor and look out the window. They love that window. And she's running on it. I don't know how else to describe it other than running on it. I'm sure you've probably seen cats do that on windows, and her paws are squeaking on it. That's how hard she's running on it. And so I'm like, what are you doing? And I look out and there's a black cat sitting on the rock retaining wall that's along the side of the house. So she wanted to go out and beat him up or something, because that's what she likes to do. She just doesn't even give it a second thought. She'll just take off after any cat that comes into the yard. She doesn't even like walk up and sniff them or nothing. She just full bore attacks. So I was just like, get woken up for the most ridiculous stuff, I'm telling you. It's irritating. There you go. I'm just gonna trim poor butterfly's wing. It's a little more. But yeah, it was literally that squeak, squeak, squeak. I don't know how the pads of her paws are not like sore or something, because it was seriously squeaking. I mean, I was all the way in the other room asleep. So I mean, I knew they weren't playing any new basketball games, but I thought it had to have been my husband watching. But no, he wasn't watching. Cats. Goofy, goofy cats. That's all it was. Kind of want to use a doily or something down there just to give it some interest. I of course used all the long ones yesterday, so I don't have those. but maybe I'll just use a portion of one. This one's a little better because it's a creamier. That one I accidentally printed on regular printer paper. I mean, I can still use it, just not maybe in this. Okay, Amy, get it together. All right. Yeah, she's not scared of getting beat up or anything. She'll just attack. She's just a wild woman. I don't want to put glue on all of this because I'm not going to use all of it. I'm just going to use like the corner of it. I need to get a little here. And then there's Pasha, who's like, you know, scared of a mouse or something, or his little battery operated fish that I got him. I mean, I kind of get it. He did get attacked, so he's been a little leery since then, but it's just kind of funny when you think about it. Okay, I'll probably go and stitch around all that too, but just so we can get an idea. And I'm going to stitch around those, but let's put them in here for now. And then, of course, I'll back this. I won't leave it with the book page, but that'll go there, flips up, and then it'll be open behind. So as soon as I put a piece right there. So I think I'll probably let you guys go there. I hope you have an awesome day. Please stay safe and healthy for sure. Wash your hands. Every time you go out, come in, wash your hands. All right, we'll chat again soon. Bye-bye now.